G'day, this is Kenya with Fly in Frequency. I am here with Ricardo Leon, and we are here with the company Levil. He just taught me how to pronounce that. In Spanish, it's Levil, and in English, it's what?
Well, we pronounce it in different ways. So sometimes we say Levil, sometimes we say Level. In Spanish, we do say Levil.
Yeah.
And it's a combination of two last names. That's where the name of the company came from. And in English, we just say Level. But most of the time, you can hear me on the videos. I make a lot of YouTube videos, and you can hear me myself. I'm guilty myself of using both. So sometimes I don't have the switch, and I just go Level or just go Levil. So either way will go. Like.
Well, now you know. So how about this, Ricardo? Tell me about the company. What is Levil
Well, so Levil or Levil Aviation, we make instruments for airplanes, mostly like portable ADS-B receiver. That's how we started, which is like this instrument right here, which it gives you basic instrumentation on your panel, your AHRS, GPS, ADS-B in for your weather and traffic. And what we do is we pioneer the connectivity to tablets, so you can see all your flight data into the tablets. So that's one of our instruments, and then we decided to let's step it up. Let's make something that we call a PFD, and then we make a whole panel and have the complete instrumentation. So we will have the iLevel 3 AW, which basically gives you all of your avionics, your AHRS, which is your artificial horizon. It gives you GPS for all your navigation needs. It has also the dual band ADS-B receiver for weather and traffic. You also get right here, which is what we call a dynamic and static port for indicated airspeed and altitude. So that's the unit that we have right here. You can also connect to an engine analyzer, so you can see all of your engine data on your tablet, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you get an engine analyzer, which you get a bunch of numbers and a bunch of things that it's kind of hard to understand, but we make it visually appealing for the pilots. We're like, okay, this is my RPM, or I have something going on with the engine, so you can see it more natural, more visually more appealing.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. Well, what else do you have here?
Yeah, absolutely. So just like the iLevel 3AW that I just mentioned, we have the iLevel AP, which we have all of the same capabilities, but we added autopilot to it. So it's a brand new, innovative autopilot. So we use a twin tab based autopilot, so you don't have to install any servos into the airplane or attach to control surfaces. We just put like a little twin tab on the aileron, one on the elevator and one on the rudder if you require a 3-axis autopilot. And we just need very little airflow to move the entire airplane. So a pretty cool thing is like we use RC servos to control the entire airplane. So imagine a very tiny servo controlling a big airplane, which is something that amazes everybody that comes to our booth and says like, there's no way that little servo can fly an airplane. And it's like, yeah, we can.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
And what else do you have here?
Yes.
I see this like...
This one right here. This one is our most innovative device. We came out with this one a long time ago, around 2013, 2014. We created the first prototype, but we came out to this product, to the market around probably 2018. This one is like a smart pitot tube. So you have, let me remove this. It's the same things, an AHRS for artificial horizon. You have a GPS built in. It has an ADS-B receiver for all your weather and traffic. You have a self-powered, self-contained, but additionally, you got a pitot-static system, a full pitot-static system. You got a dynamic port for your indicated airspeed, static for your altitude, and really, really cool, we got an AOA indicator, which is really important when we're doing flying. Yeah. And the great thing is like self-power and self-propel. So this thing right here, what it does is recharges the internal battery and heats up the pitot-static system for the icing. So it's like a whole, you can replace like your whole panel just with this little device right here. And this connects as well with your tablet, and you can use it with any navigation app out there, like ForeFlight, iFlight GPS, Air Navigation Pro, you name it. There's a wide variety of apps out there that you can use with just one unit.
Wow, I am blown away. These products are incredible. Talk about the future, the innovation, and the ingeniousness of this.
So something that we're working on, which is pretty cool. So we took the concept of the bomb. We call this one the bomb, the BOM. So, and we mixed the bomb and the autopilot together, and now we're working on what we call our wireless, the first wireless autopilot in the world. And what we're doing is we're taking the concept of the propeller and we're gonna power a very little servo just by using a little turbine. So all of the servos, all 3-axis servos, will connect wireless into one unit, like the bomb or the iLevel 3AW or the Astro Plus, and you can have a full autopilot without having to run any wires through the aircraft or tie any servos into the control surfaces. So that's one of the stuff that's coming for Levil Aviation.
That's incredible. And I'm assuming you saved the best for last, right? Because that was the best product that you have.
Yes,
oh gosh,
correct.
That is so amazing. So I'm just curious, do all of these products go on airplanes and helicopters? Like what kind of aircraft?
Absolutely. So
yes.
Most of our customers are experimental pilots that they build their own airplanes in their garage.
Yes.
It sounds crazy for some people, but there's a big market of people that build their own airplanes. So experimental airplanes, also certified airplanes, is two of our units are North Sea approved by the FAA, so they can be installed on certified aircraft as a backup system. Except for the autopilot. The autopilot, so right now we only have it for experimental airplanes, but we do have a whole lot of helicopters, gyroplanes. We have your regular GA, so that's what we can install these instruments on.
Wow, that's so cool. I am so excited. I just want to see how this works. Do you actually have like a video that you can share with us of how you install it?
Yeah, I can share some videos with you guys on how we do the installation. Installation is pretty simple. We do have a couple of brackets right here. I can show you after we're done the interview. But yes,
of course,
you can install it like an inspection plane. You can install it like on the wingtip of the airplane. This one right here goes behind the panel, so you don't have to look at it and just look at the instrument. So that's a pretty cool thing about our instruments.
That's cool. Well, I would actually love to know the history of the company.
The history of the company, absolutely. So Ruben, he's the president of the company, and he built multiple airplanes back in Venezuela. He built a Cozy Mark IV, a Barisi. He built an RV as well. But the way he built the first twin Cozy, it was very innovative. And one of the coolest thing about the Cozy was like a little heavy, right? Well, not the cool thing, but the airplane was a little heavy just because he put 2 car engines instead of one Lycoming or Continental engine. So the airplane was a little heavy. So he wanted to put like a glass cockpit on his panel, but the only problem is it's expensive, right? So he was like, he bought one, didn't work. He bought a cheaper one, it didn't work. So he was like, I'm gonna build my own. So I started building his own panel. It was beautiful. It works great. And then somebody came to the airplane and was like, I want that for me. And then that's how the company was born, because another company came and said, I want you to build that for me. And Ruben built this for another company. And that's how kind of like the whole Levil Aviation was born.
That's amazing. And how long have you been with Levil, and what's your role?
I've been in the company for about 7 or 8 years now.
Okay.
I do all the sales and marketing for the company, and flight testing sometimes here and there. I help with the development of the product when it comes to like flight testing and give opinions and things like that.
Okay. So the next thing I wanted to know is, that's your role. You're in the sales, you're in the marketing, you do just about everything. You're like me. So
Gotta do everything. Wear multiple hats.
You're a pilot.
I'm a pilot. Yes,
pilot.
I am.
Okay. What do you fly?
I fly an RV9. We have a beautiful RV9 which we retrofitted with all of our instruments.
Yeah.
It looks like a spaceship because we test so many instruments and things like that. So we have instruments that we make for other companies. We have our own instruments, so it looks like a spaceship because I have so many instruments in there. Some people will be like, that's a little bit too overkill. It's like, well, that's my job. So it's a demo plane. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool, and it's a fun plane to fly. It's just beautiful. I love it.
I'd love to see that plane
Oh,
on the
absolutely.
ground. Oh my
Yes.
gosh! So you know about Caroline's tour, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! How awesome would that be if that airplane were to land and you were to share all of your instruments and everything? I mean, you know, I'm in marketing.
Yeah.
I know you're getting what I'm thinking. So that'd be really cool. So where's home for you?
Our home, we're located in just outside of Orlando, in a
Okay.
little town called Oviedo. We fly out of Sanford, which is probably like 20 minutes from where we are. And yeah, we'd love to. One of my goals is to travel more around the United States. So that's one of the things. I travel a lot around the world a lot, but I want to take the airplane, the RV, just go anywhere inside the United States, and there's a lot of stuff. Beautiful places to visit in the United States, and that's my goal.
So you know our company Fly It,
I
right?
do. I'm
Going
very
on this tour. So
familiar,
let's
yeah.
go back to that, okay?
Yeah.
Because since you are planning on doing this and it's on your bucket list,
It is
why
on my
not do it
bucket
now? And
I
go
can,
follow
yeah.
Caroline around and just
I will have to follow
take your
Caroline.
airplane and talk about Levil.
Yes,
That'd be
I can
so
do
cool.
that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready.
It's on.
It's on. It's on.
Right?